Hey guys, it's Bree Muhammad here, and I'm coming to you today to teach you how to make two types of hand sanitizer. One is recommended by the World Health Organization, and it's a mixture of hydrogen and alcohol. There's no aloe vera in it, no essential oils. But if you love essential oils and you'd like to make one with essential oils and a little bit of extra moisturizing with aloe vera gel, I'm here to show you both. So for both, you're going to need 91% alcohol, which is a pantry staple. Always keep this in your home. Hydrogen peroxide, at least 3%. Always keep this in the house. Vegetable glycerin, very good to also keep in the house. Aloe vera gel, you can use it the store-bought or in the leaf. Tea tree oil, tons of antibacterial properties. Lemon oil, which is one of my favorite essential oils, tons of antibacterial properties, and it smells amazing. Lavender oil, super soothing, smells amazing, and you can use it for almost anything. Rosemary oil, tons of antibacterial properties. I'll post some in the description, but I keep this as a staple as well. And last but not least, the exuberant eucalyptus oil. So let's get right into it. For the aloe vera based hand sanitizer, you're going to need a fourth of cup of aloe vera gel, and you're going to need 3/4 cups of 91% alcohol and 4 teaspoons. Don't forget the 4 teaspoons. Yes, they are important because if you don't have enough alcohol in your hand sanitizer, it's not as sanitizing as you may want it to be. It needs to be at least 70% alcohol for it to be an effective hand sanitizer per most hand sanitizer standards. Now I'm using a cup, a clear glass, just so you guys can see, but you can use a bowl or whatever you have. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. So you're going to take the aloe vera gel and you're going to mix it. Make sure you get all of it. Aloe vera is expensive. Put all of that in your alcohol. Like I said, scrape it. It's expensive. See, I left a lot. Don't do what I did. And you're going to mix it. You can use a fork, you can use a spoon, you can use a whatever. Doesn't matter. As long as you mix it. Make sure you mix it well because it will be clumpy. There we go. Now you're going to add a teaspoon of tea tree oil, my favorite. And then you're going to add a teaspoon of lemon oil, my second favorite. Well, not a teaspoon. You can make that like 5 or 6 drops. I think the tea tree oil was the only one that I used a teaspoon. 5 or 6 drops of rosemary. And then if you want to, I usually don't, but if you want, you could add, 3 or 4 drops of lavender. I'll use lavender enough so I don't need to use it in my hand sanitizer, but whatever. Mix that all up. I just poured it. That's mixing it to me. And pour it into your spray bottle. Don't judge my mixing cup. It's been through a lot. I use it all the time. If it isn't broken, don't fix it. And you're going to put the top on that. Shake, 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 shake. Make sure no oils have separated. That means you did a good job. Spray. And there you have it, your aloe vera based hand sanitizer. The next recipe is the World Health Organization's recipe. You'll need vegetable glycerin. That's their moisturizing property. It's the same, 91% alcohol. Hydrogen peroxide, at least 3%, remember. Oh, okay, vegetable glycerin again. And distilled water. Remember, the recipe is in the description box. So first you're going to take your isopropyl 91% alcohol, and you're going to need 1 cup and 4 teaspoons of 91%. Don't forget the 4 teaspoons. We have to make this as effective as possible. And the next thing you're going to need is 2 teaspoons of hydrogen peroxide. Remember, it has to be at least 3%. That's really important. I'll put in the description box why. For the rest of the recipe, I transferred my ingredients to a small stainless steel bowl because I didn't want the distilled water to run over my mixing cup. So, after your hydrogen peroxide, you're going to add your distilled water. Make sure it's distilled. If you can't distill it, boil it and let it cool off, of course. Mix that very well. And then, last but not least, I totally forgot to add this, but make sure you add your teaspoon of vegetable glycerin before you pour it into the bottle. Yeah, so once you add your vegetable glycerin, teaspoon, of course, pour it into your bottle. Try not to make a mess. And then put your top on. Shake it up well. And there you go. That's the World Health Organization's approved recipe for hand sanitizers. Make sure you label both sanitizers. You don't know who's allergic to aloe vera, who's allergic to lemon, who's allergic to whatever. So make sure you label them because you don't want anybody or yourself to use the wrong hand sanitizer for the wrong thing. And for the last time, I'm going to go through these all natural essentials that you should be keeping in your home in case of emergencies or just everyday circumstances anyway. Hydrogen peroxide, make sure it's 3%. Vegetable glycerin, you can buy that at any natural food store, health food store. You can get it online on Amazon. Rosemary oil, not at least 91% alcohol. Aloe vera leaf. If you don't have a plant, you can buy the leaves from your local health food store. You can order them. Tea tree oil, lavender oil, and you really don't need the labels, but if you want them. Thanks for watching, guys. Oh, lemon oil. Sorry. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next week.